Good morning. It is about 7 a.m. right now. I've been up for a little bit, which I know seems early for a cruise, but this is actually a little bit late for me. I usually wake up pretty early. So I am ready. I'm going to head to the gym so that I can make sure that I keep going with my own goals that are going right now, especially because I have chef's table tonight and I want to make sure that I am prepared for that. And then I'm probably going to do a little bit of work and I will see you after that, probably for Sea Day Brunch. Let's get this Sea Day started. It's about 10 a.m. and I'm getting a little bit hungry, so I have just checked in for Sea Day Brunch. We're going to go ahead and get some breakfast. So just waiting for the app to let me know that my table is ready and I'll head on downstairs. All right, I am at Sea Day Brunch. I've just placed my order. There was a little bit of a confusion when I got here where the table that had been assigned to me still had people sitting at it, but the service here was really great. They really quickly found me another table where I can sit, and actually it's one that I prefer because it's a booth, so I can be sure that I don't have as many people behind me as one of the open tables. So let's just wait on breakfast. Sea Day Brunch is without a doubt my favorite way to eat breakfast on board, and since it's only available on sea days, if you only have one sea day, you have one chance to catch it. So I made sure that I was here today. Just know that it is going to be a little bit of a longer, more leisurely experience. If you want to go quick and go in with your day, the buffet is your option, but the food is not quite as great up there. So today I have ordered lox and bagels, cheese grits, corned beef hash, which is my cruise indulgence. I always get it at Sea Day Brunch, and I never really eat it any other time of the year. And some bacon, and they've brought me some really, really crispy bacon today. Also, the coffee that I just had is usually some of the best coffee on board that you can get for free. So there is coffee available up on Lido Deck that is also free, but it's just not as good. Pro tip: if the coffee's not quite so great, you can add a little bit of salt to it, and it'll blunt and it'll kind of even out some of that acidity and bitterness and all of that. It's a good way to balance it. Just a little bit of a pro tip from somebody that worked in coffee for a really long time. So I've got my meal all prepped, and let's give it a try. So I know lox and bagels is simple. They didn't really have to do a lot of prep on it, but I just really love lox and bagels. It's something that goes back to my childhood that we used to do it on Sundays, and this is kind of your perfect, simple lox and bagels. It's a toasted bagel, piece of salmon, some onion. I wish they gave you some tomato with it, but it's good, and it totally works. There we go. That was a lot better. Just need a little bit of salt. The cheese grits are good. They're creamy. They're cheesy. Your standard cheesy grits, but I did need a little bit of salt. Once I added that, really popped the flavor, and it's really good. Your standard crispy, crunchy bacon. It's thin sliced. It is really good. It will just satisfy you if you're looking for some bacon. All right, the corned beef hash is not as good as it usually is. This is kind of more like a patty that they've fried, and it's not as like salty and savory as it usually is, but it is a good meaty corned beef hash. Honestly, I'm probably going to ask for some ketchup to go along with it and put some salt on there to pump up the flavor, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to eat my breakfast, and then after that, we're going to see what's in store for the rest of this lazy sea day. I am done with breakfast. I went back to the room and I grabbed a book, and I was lucky enough to grab one of the sunbeds up on the Serenity deck, which is an absolute shock on a sea day. The Sunrise has a really small Serenity compared to some of the other ships that I've had, so I figured I had no chance of getting one of the big beds or one of the more shaded areas, but here we are. So I am going to lay out in the sun a little bit, read. I've got my water with me, and I will see you after I'm done. I did not last very long on that Serenity deck. It is the top deck. There is no shade up above, and we are not moving very fast or at all, possibly. So it got very stuffy and very hot, and I decided I was going to come in search of a little bit more shaded area to hang out, and I think I found it. I am on deck 3, just outside of the Shore Excursions desk. I found that there's some really, really nice like padded chairs out here, but there is the deck above us because of the lifeboats. So I can look out at the ocean, still get to enjoy a beautiful sea day, and read in a really quiet area that's a lot more shaded and a lot more comfortable. So now I'm going to chill here for a while.
In the meantime, I really hope you are enjoying your day at sea. The ship time is now noon, and we are currently sailing in the northwest Providence Channel. Carnival Sunrise is located 26 nautical miles off the coast of northwest of Great Harbor Cay, Bahamas Archipelago. We are currently sailing at low speed. For our cruise rookie, 1 nautical mile per hour is equal to 1.15 land miles, and 1 knot is equal to 1 nautical mile per hour. We've already covered 106 nautical miles of our journey to Harmon Key, and we have 195 nautical miles left to go.
Well, it has been a few hours since you last saw me. I spent a couple hours out on deck 3 just enjoying the weather, enjoying the little bit of breeze that was there, and reading my book. And then I came inside, and because of the heat, I actually took a nap, which is one of my favorite things to do on a sea day, is that midday cruise nap. It just revitalizes you, gets you ready to go for the evening, because I got a long night ahead of me. That chef's table is a 2.5 hour experience. I am so hyped for it. It's coming up a little bit later, but I'm going to go and get ready for it really soon. But then after the chef's table, I'm probably going to end up back at the piano bar or something else to really party out the rest of the night. So I think that right now I'm going to go and check out the fun shops on board and see what they have for Carnival branded stuff. And then I'll also probably pop into Cherry on Top and see what they have available there. And Cherry on Top is the candy store on board, and they also usually have some branded Carnival stuff in there too. So let's go and check it out. Let's go ahead and check out some of the merch available on board. We got some really cool t-shirts, some Champion branded Carnival stuff. That looks nice and warm. There's that in red. And then in the blue series. And then here we've got, oh, it looks like we're trying to do some Mickey ears, but it's a funnel hat. And a Fun Ship Freddy hat. And oh, there's the Bluetooth speaker. Very controversial because you are actually no longer allowed to bring those on board, but it is right there so you can buy it. We got some toys for kids and some little plushies. And then coming around the corner here, a few more things, not branded stuff, but there is a little 3D puzzle down there and another little plushie. Oh look, we have some Celebration Key merchandise ready to go. Got a little shot glass, some towels, little hat, and some tumblers. And then over here we've got a little bit more, some sweatshirts, and these are just regular old Carnival branded. That's cute. That actually kind of reminds me of some of the Virgin Voyages merchandise that I saw on my cruise with Virgin. And we've got a Carnival Sunrise polo. Nice. Some tie-dye. A little windbreaker with Carnival on it. And we've got a hoodie. Anything on the back? Oh yeah, it's a Celebration Key hoodie. Nice. Some more Celebration Key merch. And oh look, that's a 2X. That's nice to see. There's some more sizes in here. There didn't used to be. Anything on the back? Nope. This actually feels almost like a rash guard. I don't think it is, but it feels like one. This is definitely a rash guard, and it's Carnival branded. Nothing on the back. Got a little kid-sized one. Some towel clips, they're Carnival branded. Looks like a little bottle holder. Nice. And then we've got, some Christmas ornaments. Nice. I used to collect things like this. When my husband and I kind of stopped, we've moved over to doing postcards. It's taking a little bit less space. And then we got like some very like Starbucks styled Carnival tumblers. Very cool. And some more Carnival Sunrise specific merchandise. This is really cool. I remember you didn't always used to be able to find the ship specific stuff, but they are starting to put that more on the ships. I really like that. And then there's actually one behind it that's a little bit of a thinner sweatshirt too. This like light pink one. That one's a little thinner, so it might fit in a little bit better in things like the tropics in Florida. And we got some more tumblers. The ship model, if that's a thing that you're into, and some shot glasses. And then right here, Carnival has Spirit jerseys now. This one is very bright and fun and glittery. At one point in my life, I used to collect these from Disney a little bit, not really anymore. And then there's a tie-dye one in the Carnival colors. Super cute. Some more Celebration Key merch. There's the front of that sparkly Spirit jersey. And then it looks like, more Carnival Sunrise. Carnival Sunrise. Regular old Carnival. Very patriotic Carnival Sunrise shirt. Nice plain gray one. Oh, there's that patriotic one again in red. Nice sparkly hat and some other baseball caps. And there's a better look at some of the designs. Very cool. All right, and this is Candy on top, which is the little candy shop. We've got some of the Dr. Seuss items that are one of the partnered things that Carnival has. And then on this side, a little bit more. We got some Grinchy things. Very cute. Very kid-friendly. Some of the Choose Fun merch and some of the branded Brito stuff from their partnership. There we go. And then the Carnival Adventures thing. At Chariot Top, we have all of the bulk candy. A lot of gummy and chocolate on this wall. And there are some sugar-free options. We have sugar-free gummy worms. And sugar-free gummy bears. But unfortunately, no gummy funnels, which is actually the reason that I really used to love Cherry on Top, because my husband loved those. I was hoping to grab a bag for him, but those went away right around the pandemic. And I have not seen them come back, but I always hope that they do. But none today. It looks like this collection is the last bit of the Carnival branded candy that they have. Some cotton candy, some trail mix, some saltwater taffy, and some chocolate, but no gummy funnels. And then down here we have some chocolate chip cookies and some caramel corn. So there are a lot of really good options, but just not the kind of stuff that I was looking for. Alright, well, I'd actually come in here hoping to find some postcards like I had mentioned, but it doesn't look like they have any on board, so I'll be making another effort when I am on the islands to see if I can get those and add to our collection. So I guess I'm going to go and find a place to hang out for a little bit. I decided to come over to my favorite place, which was basically coming right back to the Alchemy Bar. Honestly, this area is really close to my room. It's like, I don't know, like 100 feet away. It's so close. I'm in the bank of rooms that are all the new rooms that were added on 5 when they switched the Triumph over into the Sunrise. And this is the best room location. I'm like right above the Liquid Lounge, or the one that's not convertible. I think it's the Liquid Lounge, where they hold like karaoke and some of the trivia events and things like that. Alchemy Bar is right there. The piano bar where I was hanging out. I was able to like run back to my room and make a really quick change when I decided to get back into my casual clothes last night and go right back to the piano bar. Didn't even lose my seat. So this has definitely become my favorite place. And honestly, if you're on the Sunrise, I would look into those extra rooms that they added on. They're so convenient. They're like 2 floors above the restaurant. There are a couple floors below the Lido deck. It has been really easy to access everything, and because it's on 5 and 5 goes all the way across, I'm able to cross through the casino to go and get to the front of the ship so that I can go up to the gym in the morning. And it's made my life really easy, and I've really been enjoying where the room is. I'm so glad that when I was assigned a room on the first deck and was offered to pay to upgrade for like $20, I jumped on it. Because I don't know that I would have loved being on the first deck. It's not my favorite place on the ship to be, but 5 is a little bit more central, it's a little bit more stable, and it's been a great location for me. But speaking of the casino, I think that I am actually going to go and spend a little bit of time in there. I'm not a big gambler. I did bring a little bit of cash. I have apparently gambled on some pass cruises because I get casino offers now sometimes, but not like the good ones. I don't get free cruises or anything, but I'm basically like a throw $20 in the machine, see what it gets you, and walk away kind of situation gambler. So I think I might go and do that, kill a little bit of time there, and then it'll be time to go and get ready for the chef's table. I will see you for that. I'm back from the casino, and granted, I don't really gamble a whole lot, so I don't have a ton of experience with this in the past, but that was the best run that I've ever had in the casino on this ship. I put $20 in the machine, just like I said, and I usually just let it go, and honestly, that goes pretty quickly. I don't really win a whole lot when I'm playing, but this time, I actually got like a little mini jackpot, and I won $44. So with what was left on the account when I first did that, plus a little bit of extra winnings after I did that, because I kept playing just a little bit just to see, I'm walking out $27 ahead. So I cashed out for right now. Maybe I'll go back later in the cruise and play a little bit more and see where that gets me, because hey, I'm ahead. Not losing anything that I didn't already have, so might as well. But probably won't, honestly. I'll probably walk out with a little bit extra and put it right on my account, and probably zero out my account because I really have not spent very much except for tips. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get ready for the chef's table now. Now, I'm not planning to bring like my actual camera to the chef's table just because it's a really, really small, intimate event, and I don't want to make other people uncomfortable, and honestly, I'll probably be a little bit uncomfortable. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take like videos of all of the dishes with my phone. I might film with the regular camera for some of like the behind the scenes stuff, but not actually like filming myself doing anything, and then I'll talk about it after because like I said, I'm still pretty new at this, and it's a really small group, and that would make me very uncomfortable and the other people a little bit uncomfortable if I've just got like a camera propped up in front of me and trying everything. So that's the way that I'm going to approach it. I'll still have content around it because I know that, it's one of those things that people want to experience and not everybody gets to experience. So that's kind of my plan for tonight, and then I'll probably get the camera back when I'm going to go ahead and do whatever I'm doing for the evening. But I will see you when I'm ready for the chef's table. And there we go. We have my chef table outfit for the night. I'm so excited. Yes, that is a closed-toe shoe. There is a rule for chef's table since you're going through the galley that you have to wear a closed-toe shoe. So there it is, but it's a pretty good match. It'll work. They're comfy. They'll last the night. All right, so let's go downstairs. Meet up in about 10 minutes. So it's time to go. Let's see how this is.
A 7-course menu. So first we start the 4 appetizer. Then second we have inside the galley, that is the chocolate melting cake demo inside the galley. And once we come back here, we start the main course and the final desserts. So
Watch the card. I'll place it back into the middle. I'll show you it's not on top. If I rub this, it changes. Wow. I know. If I rub the denim parts, watch. If you press it hard, look, it looks like it disappeared, right?
Yeah.
Because it did. Wow. I know.
Okay, so I just got back from the chef's table, and I can honestly say that that is the best meal that I have had on any cruise ship ever. That includes Virgin Voyages, Carnival, Princess, Disney Cruise Line. The best meal. It was a 2.5 hour experience. The chef was speaking to us the entire time. There were like 15 people there, and it was in its own separate room. They talked us through every single thing that they put in front of us. There were 8 courses, 4 amuse-bouches. They walked us through the galley. It was such an incredible experience. Like, I cannot even begin to talk about it. I don't even know. I think I'm going to have to do a whole separate video on it because there is so much to unpack, and I actually filmed a lot of what they were talking about. I did not film anything of myself really, but I took pictures of all the food. I filmed the chef talking about the preparation of everything and what went into it. They said they worked for 19 hours for that meal alone. And there were people at that experience that said that they've done multiple shelf table experiences and it was different from all of the ones that they've ever done before. That the only things that were the same were the amuse-bouches. That the entire menu was brand new. There were people there that professed to be picky eaters, and they ate every single thing on their plate. It was all prepared so well, so perfectly. I'm at a loss for words. It's so good. Like, so good. If it's something that you can do, absolutely make it in your plan. I can't say enough good stuff about it. We had Wagyu beef that was just the most tender, beautiful, melt in your mouth Wagyu beef short rib. There was no knife needed, completely fell apart, melted in your mouth. The flavor was incredible. We had so many things that, even as a foodie, I have never even tried before. And the preparation was perfect. And I even enjoyed the magician. I'm usually somebody that, like, I'm not into magic. I'm not into sleight of hand. I'm not into all of that stuff. I think it's a little bit cheesy whenever I see it. But he was really fun, and he did some really cool tricks. And it was so good. So good. That's all I got. So good. So, I mean, I'm done. I can't. I think I'm going to go to Vintage Pop and just relax and digest, and then maybe take a walk after, because with 8 courses, it was so much food and I am so full, but I ate every bite. It was so good. Okay. I'm going to Vintage Pop. Bye.
Stories will intrigue you, and then
sit back, relax, don't move these seats, and enjoy the show. All right, boys, how are we? Okay, guys. 5, 6, 7, 8.
And with that, I'm going to close out my day. I went to Vintage Pop. I had a really good time. It was a fun show. It was nice to see some live musicians on stage, which seems to be something of a time gone by in cruising. That's something that I really kind of miss, that when I first started cruising, there was always like this full pit orchestra. And as a musician, I really, really loved that because it was what I like to do. And I've missed that. But there were 3 live musicians on stage, and yeah, it wasn't all the music. They were playing with the backup track, but it was great. And then I went over to the piano bar again because that is just a really, really fun way to close out the night. It is packed. People are singing along. It is just the party. But now I am tired, and we are going to Half Moon Cay tomorrow, and I want to hop on an early tender before it gets really hot so that I can really check it out and see what it is like. It's been a really long time since I've been there. I remember it being absolutely beautiful, a gorgeous island, and a really nice beach. So I'm excited. There is a tender that we have to take to get there, but it'll give us some nice shots of the ship as we're going over there. And I guess I'm going to bed. See you tomorrow for Half Moon Cay.